everybody. Today we're going to make a pen case. If you've been watching for a while, you know I have a love-hate relationship with pen cases. For some reason I always mess them up, but I think we're going to get it this time. So what I have in front of me is one of Buckleye's newer wet mold systems. Now this one makes 2 compartments, or you can do what I'm doing and just wet mold one. When I saw this, I was super psyched because this is a really nice pen case or pen pocket if you want to put it on a bag, something like this. This is a really nice shape to have just to use in the workshop. And so is this one. This is a nice rectangle shape. So once we've done our wet molding, if you don't know how to wet mold, I have a full video on it. Just search the channel. We're going to cut these out. Now the way that I trim my wet mold is I'm going to take my calipers. I've set it to a little under a 1/2 inch here, and I'm going to butt that up so it's against the 90-degree line here, and just trace around the outside of my wet mold.
Am I running it?
You weren't! To do our trimming, make sure you're using a nice sharp blade, and I like to make sure I'm using a metal straight edge. We're just going to cut our 2 long lines here. Okay, so fair warning, this is my first time doing this, but I'm pretty sure I have this right. So what we're gonna do is, we're gonna glue these together. Then, we're gonna cut this into pieces, and I could cut them individually first, but I want them to line up perfectly. So I'm gonna glue them together first. So with the wet molds, when you're gluing in pieces like this, you might have to push some down because they'll spread out a little bit. But just make sure you go slowly around a little at a time. And if you have to pull some apart, that's okay. Don't press firmly until everything lines up. So I'm going to go around with my little pincher thingies. I don't know what they're called. And I'm just going to squeeze this seam. Doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to be lined up with itself. Okay, now we need to make our cut. So I'm gonna actually use the wet mold itself because these are all straight CNC cut lines. And I will just make a little mark where I would like my cut to be. I'm gonna go 4.5 inches. And that should get me as lined up as you can get when you're doing something like this. This is admittedly a little bit awkward, but it's not hard. You just gotta take your time, and you can get down in like this. Make sure you're scribing that line all the way to that seam for accuracy. See, we're going all the way down there. You can freehand it a little bit if you need to. Use a very sharp knife. Now, something I like to do when I'm cutting wet molds like this is I actually won't cut flat. I'll cut down. And we're going to sand this too. So if you're not perfect, don't worry about it. But it's really not as hard as you think. You just have to go slow. So we have our top and our bottom, and let's do a little sanding. And I'm just going to sand one way at a time, because with this 3D shape, it's just kind of a pain in the butt. But what that's going to do is, it's going to make sure that it sands everything down nice and even. So my cuts are a little wobbly, and we'll get them nice and even. Now that I have everything sanded and burnished so that everything fits together nicely, we need to punch all the edges. And I'm just going to go in Don't be afraid to flatten these a little bit. I'm using the seam created by the wet mold itself, and I'm going to use the edge of my punch board. It is slow on this, but you get it through no problem. So now that I've got everything sewn up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim down this seam. And I'm going to get close with my knife, and then I'll finish on the sander. That'll really allow me to get a nice perfect edge. We kind of have our case here. This is going to be the top, it's going to slide off, this is going to be the body. The thing is, how do we get it to attach? Editing Eric here. I forgot to turn my mic on, but this is what I came up with. So I basically took a tube of leather that I sized to fit inside of the case, and I sewed it up on the backside. Now this is going to slide into the case, and it's going to add a little bit of structure, keeping this case in a square form. But it's also going to create a lip that I can slide my cap over, and that will make sure that the entire case stays together. Now what we have to do is add a snap-on so that the cap doesn't just fall off. And we're just going to do that with a simple 3/4 inch strap like this. Let's get it put on. This is where this nice long arm comes in handy on a press like this, because you can make a sample like this and you don't have to have perfect measurements going into it. You can kind of guess and then put it on when you're done. And here we go. I think it'd say like 8 times the charm. So this is fully wet molded on both sides. It actually holds a lot of pens. This is a rivet. These are the new brass, or a copper plated solid brass snaps and rivets from Buckle Guy. That opens, that slides out. You have your pens here. So this little loop here is formed to the inside, a square, but I didn't go crazy on it because I want it to hold itself inside there. However, this snap is set all the way through, so that's not going anywhere. And this locks it in. There we go, I'm ready to go. So that's going to be it for this project. If you try this, tag me on Instagram, let me know in the comments how I could improve it, because I really want to master the pen case, and I'll see you in the next one.